The biggest achievement? Well, the biggest achievement, I think, is the fact that we've put traditional singing out into the mainstream, and there's a huge number of people who come to the club now who would never have heard, like they were people who would have started listening to the Clancys and Christy Moore and stuff like that, and then they come in and suddenly they start to realise, they hear other people sing songs, they hear Luke or Barry or McKeely, whoever, and all of a sudden they say, oh God, this, you know, and they start learning songs, and it's funny, and we've had a huge throughput of people too. I can think of people who used to come to the club all the time and who don't come anymore for various reasons, you know. But that's it. So yeah, I think the biggest achievement is kept traditional singing to the fore in the city here, when it wasn't, and like for a good few years there, it wasn't just a thing that was being done, like, you know, and the Góilín was the only real place where you would hear any sort of modicum. Nowadays, there's singing circles, like there's, I think around the town now, there's Howth, there's Malahide, there's Bray, as well as Góilín, and then you have the night before Larry got stretched, which is great, you know. And the other thing that it's people do come along and hear songs, and young people maybe are being encouraged to learn songs and from what goes on. At least if that's my vanity that it is happening, I don't know. I have to wait, wait and see. And I think when in the clear light of day, when the contribution of the Góilín is being evaluated by people to come, I think it'll come out as a very positive contribution to the traditional singing world. Like the fact that even in this modern era, in the 21st century, that people are still interested in listening to songs, and more importantly, listening to newly composed songs, because you know all of the new we have a guest this Friday. Sean Moan is the guest of the club. So like it's people who compose songs in the idiom, and Confad O'Driscoll, Brian O'Rourke, Tim Lyons, all of these fantastic, and there's still Mick Fowler, one of our own. He composes songs, you know, and you know, so yeah, I think it's good that it's still keeping the thing going, like, you know, from that point of view. I can see the future of the club keeping going the way it is. I don't see any reason to change, and I'm lucky that we have some people who are getting involved now, and the time will come in the next year or two when I'll just start to say, okay lads, away with you, we've had it for a while now, away you go and keep it going, and I'm sure they will. That's going to happen. That's it's getting to that point, like that. I'm getting to the point that Luke Cheever was a few years. I'll be 70 next year. When I get to that stage, I might say, okay, that's it. I could just get into my car and drive up to Inishowen, or get into my car and go down to Cork and just sit there and sing a song and not be worried about it. Like, you know, and one of the things I love is actually going into a music session and being asked to sing. And I go into the Cobblestone on a Sunday evening. Paul O'Shaughnessy and his mother and his daughter played there with Larry Egan. And it's lovely to sit there and listen to tunes and know that at some point you'll be asked to sing a song, like, and it's very, very pleasant, like, you know. To me, that's the essence of what it's all about. Like, you know, you can talk about going to this festival and going to that festival and being a guest at this. No, it's just be able to go along to the pub and sing a song and have a bit of crack, have a pint and have a laugh, like, you know. Yeah. That's it.